Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And here we have it, the Sacagawea dollar from the year 2000. Says Liberty at the top, "In God We Trust." Behind her is Sacagawea and her baby. Sacagawea, of course, was a Shoshone Native American, and she was a translator on the Lewis and Clark expedition 1804 through, I think it was 1806 or 1807 when they finally came back. Some of you have asked about the W version of the Sacagawea dollar. What they did was they did it in gold. The U.S. Mint in 1999 made 39 proof 2000 Sacagawea dollars on 22 karat gold planchets, and they were going to sell them to the public to kind of get them going on buying these. Then they have a W underneath, but you're not going to see one, and you're not going to have one because it'd be illegal to have one. Of the 39, they sent 12 into space aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia, and that's because Eileen Collin was the first U.S. female astronaut that commanded a space shuttle, so they sent the 2000 Ws up with her. It was worth $908.72 in bullion alone right now. They destroyed 27 and they kept the other 12. Never actually been in public except for once. On August 10th, 2007, they were brought out for the American Numismatic Association's World Fair of Money. If we look at the front, we can see who engraved and designed Glenna Goodacre, and these are some double G's here, G and a G. You actually can see the detail of the blanket. You can see the baby sleeping. You can see the earring coming down from the ear. She did not live very long, so that was kind of the sad part about Sacagawea. She died very young. If we tip it up, we see that it is a couple different kinds. It's a manganese brass-clad copper. So we see there's the manganese brass on the top, copper on the inside. If we flip it over, we see that it has a eagle in flight, and this is how many of them get a kind of little pockmark. It says United States of America here, E pluribus unum above the eagle's head. We have the stars, we have the $1. Oh, that's interesting. Well, guess what? In 1804, was there more than 13 states? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And guess what? By 1804, there were 17 states, not 13. We have a TGR here, a TDR, and that's for the engraver of the back, and that's Thomas D. Rogers. Now, the Sacagawea dollar, of course, replaced the Susan B. Anthony dollar, which first came out in 79, but then they brought it out again in 1999 for another shot at it. They put another 50 million out in 1999, but it still didn't take, and they went to the Sacagawea dollar. Now this, some of you know, the old Sacagaweas did not have any of the information on the edge. They had it right on the coin. And what do I mean by that? Well, here's a newer Sacagawea here, and you notice there's no date here. What else isn't there? Well, there isn't any. The "In God We Trust" is still behind. There's no mint mark. Still says Liberty at the top. When we turn it over, we see that they've taken the back and changed it up. And this is Three Sisters, the squash, the beans, and the corn. United States of America. $1, it says on the back. Now notice how they changed from $1 to the dollar sign and the 1. And then you see that this one is a 2009. And this is an S. And this is actually a proof coin, but it was a broken set, and you could see sometimes what happens on the proof sets is they actually color the coin because the plastic starts to fall apart. So we got one of those broken, and there it is. But if you want to see one in a proof version, cameo version, take a look at this 2001. It doesn't even look like it's the same material, does it? This is in plastic, but it's just one of the nicest looking coins I've ever seen. And you see that when I say it doesn't even look like it's the same color, let's put the colors next to each other, and you'll see that this is an S coin on the right, a San Francisco Mint, and this is an S coin here, but with that cameo, and actually the metals look different. So if we tip it up, we see that maybe it just has a lot more manganese in this one, which whitens it, but it is just such a funny difference in color, and that's just a beautiful coin. All right, so they made the Sacagaweas, and they made a bunch of versions. So the first one was the eagle on the back. Then there was the planting crops, the Hiawatha, the peace pipe, the horse, the Delaware Treaty, the native hospitality, the Mohawk workers, the code talkers, the Sequoia, and the Jim Thorpe. And so they made all those different ones. I can actually show you. So they made all of those over time. The year 2000, they also made a Cheerios version of this, and that's one that many people collect. So if you could look for the 2000, it actually comes in a Cheerios box. If you have the box, that would be great. If you don't have the box, it came in a separate kind of sealed version. So the 2000p Cheerios version, there's a number of those. And then there's also one where there actually looks like the eagle's getting shot with an arrow. And that's so-called Wounded Eagle version. And what happened was at the mint, there's something got stuck in there and there's actually a line that went right up through the eagle. So we have the Wounded Eagle, we have the Cheerios version, we have the gold version, we have the Philadelphia version, and we have a Denver version of which they made 500 million of. They also made proof versions. In the S they made 4 million of them. So there's all kinds of different versions. Look from, and we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comment section of the DC Coin World International Coin Channel.